Hello, my name is Andrew Fenwick and I'm standing for the seat of Cessnock in the upcoming election, running with the party Legalise Cannabis New South Wales. There's been some questions put up on the Get to Know Your Candidate website. I just thought I'd address a couple of those for you. And they're all interlinked, really. The health statistics for the area around the Cessnock electorate are pretty poor. And when I was working in Cessnock with a public health program, they were really poor. They haven't really improved that much. In the last 12 years, not a lot of improvement has been made at all to the health services or the health outcomes for the people of the Cessnock electorate. And it's all linked back to education and our whole socio-economic situation for the area. We've been asked about supporting specialist medical services in the area, and it only makes sense that when the health outcomes in the area are pretty poor compared to the rest of the state and country, we should be providing specialist care within the area so that people don't have to travel all the way to Newcastle or Maitland to get support for their chronic health conditions. Heart disease, diabetes, obesity, and all the side effects of those are heavily affecting this community. And when you look right across the world, particularly in westernised countries, anywhere where the health is suffering, you'll find that the education is suffering. This electorate has below average school completion, with above average numbers of children leaving school before they finish year 9. And then you look further back into the statistics, the area also has a higher proportion of primary school children compared to the rest of the state. So what are we preparing for that huge blob of primary school children if we can't encourage them to get all the way through high school and into further education? Which also links back to another thing that I'm really keen on achieving for the electorate, and that is getting passenger services back all the way from Maitland to Bellbird, because we do have some great educational facilities within the region, but most of them are in Newcastle. And how is a teenager just left school supposed to get to the university in Newcastle, for example? We need to get a rail service back up there so that people can actually be mobile for their medical care, for their education, and for their recreation, without having to rely on the roads. So that's sort of all tied up in that education, health and medical services can all be linked back to achieving a regular passenger service all the way from Maitland to Bellbird. One of the other things that's on people's mind, and I'm seeing it and hearing it from people, is just the low-level damaging crime that the area is suffering from. And surely we can tie that all back to education and how these children are being looked after in the community. So hopefully that helps a little bit. I'm a regular guy, I'm not a politician. I will work hard for you as a representative, because Cessnock actually needs a representative in the House instead of a representative of the House in Cessnock. Thanks for your time. I look forward to catching up with you before and after the election. Presented by Andrew Fenwick and authorised by Gail Hester, Legalise Cannabis Party New South Wales, 51 Cullen Street, Nimbin.